made it. The bug masturbation, outrageous and crazy, but somehow amazing. But I will keep blazing in this insect invasion, and I pass it to Jason. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking design it.
Put the bug outside, put the bug outside. They start to yell at me. Put the bug outside.
I got in the comment section recently
For which one?
for the Colombia shout. And I'm like, the only other team I got in front of them is Ecuador.
True.
You kidding me, bro? They were like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like,
There's people saying you don't watch any South American soccer. And then I responded saying, so tell me your opinion. Like, who do you think?
right.
And then crickets.
Nada.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just watching fucking Barcelona de Ecuador contra Boca. Partidazo, bro. Copa Libertadores.
What stage?
This is fucking like
Just group stage
league,
still?
league, yeah,
League
group stage,
stage.
yeah.
Yeah.
And right now Barcelona's last.
Is it like, are they sponsored by Barcelona?
No, boy. Fue conquistado.
True.
They were conquered by Barcelona. Motherfucker. I mean, who do you support from Peru, bro? Sporting Cristal?
I guess my team would be Universitarios.
Uy, la U.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think most of my family is Alianza Lima supporters. But from what I remember, I was leaning towards Universitarios when I was a kid.
Okay.
I had a whole get up.
Because I'm Liga de Quito, and then they just have
Sure.
a U. So, son la U de Ecuador.
I'd be sick if they were good and I could actually support them. But they're ass and
I mean, right now they're kind of doing their thing in league and group stages.
who?
In Libertadores.
Who is?
La U.
Are they are?
Yeah.
Where do you watch that?
Fucking YouTube TV.
Really?
Yeah.
You have the Spanish package?
Yeah.
I don't have, or I had that for a little bit.
I think it was actually some bullshit like, it ain't Gold TV. It might actually be Gold TV.
Yeah. That still exists?
Y'all remember Gold
I
TV,
used to
bro?
have that. That's why I used to watch everything, man.
Gold TV was the cleanest soccer.
Gold TV and BN.
Bro,
EA
they would have
Sports.
this one show where it was like, can you make it like as a pro?
Mm-hmm.
Dog, these motherfuckers were like really like trying to make it. Look at that squirrel, bro. What the fuck? It's a kaiju squirrel.
What are you talking about?
But basically,
Squirrel?
Gold TV would have like a La Liga like shorts where it'd show you like all these like semi-pros try to make it. And then they got hit.
Yo, that sounded crazy, bro. We were just talking about hearing stuff.
Did you not just hear the demon over there? Bro? What the fuck? I rebuke all of that. That's on your side, bro.
What was I going to say?
That's why East Coast
I would
the
love to
best coast.
support like a team from Peru or a team from here. I can't support a team from Peru because they're mostly ass and like you can't see them here or like anyway, so I wouldn't be able to keep up with them. And I can't support a team here because I hate that there's no relegation here.
But they just introduced that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Where? How?
I swear to God, they did.
Like MLS teams can get relegated?
Yeah. This is the PIP. Welcome back. Episode.
to the pit.
What are you talking about?
Don't get relegated.
Don't get relegated in the MLS, bro. You better get exposed.
Is that true?
Saturday FC from
You can get
Maryland's about to
You can-
ascend. I'll be at the 9.
But that's
Could
what I
you
want.
imagine,
I
bro?
want to be able to like we start a team in the fucking 10th division.
That's what we're doing, bro. We're literally grassroots football, bro.
But you can't do that here. You can't do that here.
Yeah.
I can't support a
You
team.
can't get lower than what we're at, bro. This is it.
But did they actually introduce relegation?
Yes.
To what?
You make it to the lower league, bro. You're lower.
I still don't believe you.
All right, I'm looking it up right now. This isn't the official introduction.
No official
Sure.
introduction. This is the Pip though. He's looking some stuff.
So
up.
back
That's
to
cool.
back to squirrel talk.
What about squirrels? What you got for us? What you
It's
got?
funny because the other day I was walking through this trail with Elias. And I hear a bunch of squirrels freaking out, and I'm like looking around, and
It's
I finally
kinda
see what's going on. I see 2 squirrels like going at it in a tree, and then like 4 squirrels not going like the fighting. They're fighting in a tree.
All right, that changes everything.
And I see 4 squirrels on the ground just pacing, making squirrel noises, like freaking out.
What the heck?
and then like 4 other squirrels in the trees just observing.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what am I watching right now? Is this like a squirrel
Like Game War?
ritual? Like, it's like,
Whoa.
you know that fight in Wakanda where they're like figuring out
Yes, bro.
who's the leader?
Yeah, it's a little like
Did
that.
I witness
And
that
now
for
I would've
squirrels?
stripped the power of the Black Panther.
I think that's a good experience for Elias, though, you know?
Yeah.
What
I
did
was
he?
like-
What was the review of the movie? What did he say?
It was pretty, like, I mean, I don't know what was happening. I don't know if there's any like squirrel experts out there that can like enlighten us.
Yeah,
but
please.
That's
in the
some
comments.
basic shit, bro.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's just
Clip
a
us up.
territorial battle.
yeah.
And
And
he
the
was
funny
like-
thing,
This
the
is my
funny
tree,
thing is,
motherfucker.
it was a brown squirrel versus a gray squirrel.
Oh!
Relegation was not
you probably-
introduced to the
yeah,
MLS.
yeah.
Relegation was
Some-
not
not-
introduced to the
Squirrel
MLS.
race
Yeah.
wars I witnessed.
You stepped into something
But,
you did not
I
want
mean,
to step into.
There was a
bro.
lot on the line, bro.
Yeah.
This is the PIP. That squirrel, both of them in particular, were on a PIP.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
It was like
And-
a historical moment for the squirrel community.
Yeah.
It was almost like
That
Maul.
was-
one could say that was the final battle
Yeah,
of
you
Maul.
ran into
Could've been.
yeah.
Bro.
What if it was the Shadow Lord that you ran into? The
Damn.
Squirrel Shadow Lord.
Midichlorian.
Should have
And
been.
you think he had the most midichlorians?
You know, if you just midichlorian farm, you win, I would say, half the Star Wars battles.
I mean,
Are you kidding me?
I
Would you
mean-
rather be a better lightsaber wielder or just
more
attuned with the Force?
More
A
attuned
Force,
with the
yeah.
Force. I'd be a better lightsaber
tune?
dueler.
I would be in tune with the
I'd
Force.
rather be in tune with the Force. What? I get more visions, bro.
Man,
do I gotta
that is
spend
a
the
great
$80 on that
question.
third
You
That's a
day?
great
can-
question.
Nah.
Because you can
Hell
you
no.
can. There's a lot of tricks you can do with the Force.
Alright.
I mean, I think there's a way to kind of maybe. I'd rather be very equally both, because you get into a lot of lightsaber battles and lightsaber issues, and you don't want to be weak. You know, maybe you can use use the Force to get out of those situations or kind of manipulate the situations. But, I mean, that's a great question.
But you can. The thing is, if being in tune with the Force is kind of something you're born with.
Yeah, that's
you
how,
can
how
develop.
exactly
You can develop
A lightsaber
lightsaber
ability.
skills.
That is true. I agree with. So yeah,
But
you guys have turned me into.
There's a
into
ceiling. There's a
into
ceiling
Force.
on that point.
With the Force or lightsaber battle.
I think with the lightsaber, bro.
You think
Because
so?
if you're not a clean lightsaber wielder,
you can't get past that. I think you're absolutely correct too. If it's something that you're like born with, being a lightsaber duelist, there's going to be a level you can reach that the person who is learning to get there and skilling there probably can't get there. But I mean, it may take way more time. But I agree. It works both ways. But you guys are both saying you'd rather be more attuned to the Force.
of course.
To begin
Yeah.
with, yeah. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
Anakin was.
Yeah,
He
he
was,
was probably, he had the most midichlorians.
That's
Yeah.
the easiest thing you can like upgrade.
Yeah.
It's just like you literally just put in work.
And he was,
And you could probably pass the ceiling,
mhm,
but you can't
Yeah.
go like that far.
yeah.
Like
And he went through a lot of battle experience. I guess it kind of really matters what kind of, era you're born into as well. If you're born into an era where there's like a lot of battles going on, or like the Clone Wars era, then of course, you're going to be battling every day, honing your skills every day. So I would definitely rather be, more, in tune with the Force.
Yeah.
I guess after the time of the Jedi, you're not going to really need your Force abilities as much, maybe. Or I think maybe you would need them a little bit more because you want to be staying conspicuous. But, at that time, I think it's cool to, be a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
you
a
also
great
got to
question.
think of the Padawans, like the toughness of the Padawans, because I think
Yeah.
Ahsoka might, apart from Anakin, she might be number 2 then,
Mm.
right? Like the best Padawan, because you were talking about Ventress the other day. She's up there.
Yeah.
She's a cool Padawan.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, Ventress was never. I don't know what you would call
She
it.
was like a
she
little
was
apprentice to
Sith
Dooku.
apprentice.
She
I
was
don't know
like,
what you
yeah.
would call them. Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, I guess she technically is a Sith
Padawan.
Padawan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was she not tough to you, bro?
She was tough.
She was tough, yeah.
She is tough.
And now fucking Devin is Maul's Padawan.
Yeah. That I really like the way, and spoilers for Maul for no one
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
We
Big
got
spoilers.
Big
Skip to-
spoilers. Yeah.
Skip, yeah, do the
We've
time
watched
second.
all of it.
Just
We're gonna
timestamp
talk
right
about
here.
all of it.
Yeah, we've all seen it. So yeah, there's a timestamp
Spoiler
here.
talk.
We're talking about Maul. All right, we really this was a really good, segue into it all. I'm just gonna say that before we continue. Anyways, yeah, Devin's dope. I really like the way that she went to the kind of dark side.
Yeah.
it's not a full switch,
Mhm.
but I feel like Darth Maul is the kind of character that's okay with the having a little bit of the Jedi
Yeah. He's kind
side
of
as well.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's definitely dark side. I mean, he's fucking killed a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah.
Innocent.
we were talking about falling out.
He has killed a bunch of innocent people.
We're talking about falling out. He's one of the people who's probably fallen out with the dark side a little bit,
A
or
little
with
bit.
But
there's that scene where he's having visions.
Yeah.
He
saw
and
his
then
younger self.
after all these visions, he's like,
No.
I'm never gonna let you do this to anyone again.
yeah,
And he just
And
means to
that's
torture
kind
him.
of a righteous mission.
exactly.
It is,
That's
it
kind of
is,
like,
it is.
he's like, all right, but he's still the dark side though.
Yeah.
He is, bro.
Yeah.
He understands the power that the dark side itself has kind of given him or
Yeah.
can give people in general, and he understands, I guess, what the Jedi, the power that Jedi can do as well.
Yeah.
Especially with because Devin herself has been very well trained, and as a Jedi, she's extremely powerful, and she shows that she's extra powerful when she channels into the dark side as well.
Right.
Yeah,
I think she has the potential to become one of the best Star Wars characters.
yeah.
If they do, I mean, they've already set everything up pretty well. If they continue to execute, she might be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens on season 2.
But it's so interesting because, bro, like her character's on the run.
Mhm.
She has this Jedi that's like, yeah, we have to remain in the background and practice like peace and like stand back from everything.
Yeah,
And then she just finds this other like rat, and he's like, no, I fucking hate the Empire. Like,
yeah. The rat.
it's up, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like and it's kind of, you could tell from the beginning that she was kind of sick of that.
She was. Why have to live like this?
Exactly, and
Fuck it.
that's why Maul kind of preyed on her and thought that she would be the perfect apprentice.
Ew,
And,
he was
yeah.
like, we have to go this way.
Yeah,
Promise, or
he
some
could-
shit. He was
you
like,
know.
when he started directing the flight.
And you
The
can tell,
GPS.
you can kind of tell how attuned he is with the Force compared to maybe some other people, because that's when we're talking about what would you rather be, a cool lightsaber duelist or like more attuned with the Force. I think Devin's really very good at dueling. She's a great she's a great duelist. She's probably balanced too, but she was really giving off her duelist ability there. You could see like when she had the 2-on-1 versus the Inquisitor, she was holding her own for a little bit. That's why I mentioned the thing about the law and ninjutsu.
Mm.
I don't know if you looked it up, but that's like it goes along with samurai duels as well. And this is based, Star Wars is based off samurai stuff like Seven Samurai and whatnot.
No way.
And law and jutsu basically means when it's one versus multiple people, the one person gets kind of like an advantage, because they can kind of they unlock something that kind of it's more about like a fight or flight thing versus two people, and then the two people, they kind of worry about friendly fire. They can't
So they
gotta
got
hold back a little bit, so the one person gets a buff versus two, and they can hold their own for a little bit until they get their help. I'm telling you, it's
I'll look it
it's
up.
called law ninjutsu. I'm telling you.
Right now.
Yeah.
Because are you telling me they just
ChatGPT.
unlock adrenaline jutsu
Yeah,
and then they just like move faster or something?
I'm telling you, if you look throughout Star Wars, all throughout the duels you've seen, for example, Dooku versus Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Asajj versus Anakin and
versus
Obi-Wan.
And Dooku is facing Anakin and Obi-Wan and beating the brakes off him, and then he takes care of Obi-Wan, and then it takes care of Anakin, and then Yoda has to come in and defeat him.
Sure.
And then in the Revenge of the Sith, they get their revenge, but first Dooku put the brakes on Obi-Wan. And then Anakin, once Obi-Wan was down, Anakin had a boost because Obi-Wan wasn't able to see him, channel the dark side in that particular moment, and then he beats Dooku and then kills him.
Sure.
But there's a lot of moments in the where you can see like one person really holding their own. Ahsoka has had those moments as well, but you also have to be very tough. If you're not tough, it's over for you.
Like Daki.
Like Daki. Daki's tough, yo. You're hating on him.
Bro, Daki is not tough.
Allstate.
Daki is not tough. That man was just as scared as Devin talking about why are we on the run right now?
Yeah.
After all these years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And then you have to fight fucking The Lord of Darkness himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell no,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know.
You're talking about parallels earlier.
Yeah.
I think another good parallel in that show is Devin and Two Boots. Because they're both like fighting against this like rule structure that they've grown up with. I mean, like Devin grew up with like this Jedi rules, like a restraint, don't give in to like unlimited power.
Yeah.
Justice.
And then Two Boots just has his programming, follow protocol.
Mhm.
And they're both struggling against that throughout the show.
Yeah.
To the point where when the Empire officer comes in, he's like, "Why you have a cup of coffee?"
Right.
And he's like, "Because it's calf time."
Yeah. And I thought
Take off your boots.
Yeah.
Take those are regulations.
Yeah, but that was a really cool like parallel they added because like in Devin's case, I would say she should follow the rules and like avoid the dark side.
Mhm.
But in Two Boots' case, he should rebel against the Empire.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, yeah.
It's been
It's a great show.
yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Great show. The animation has been perfect. I
Yeah.
thought, it's been very well done, and I'm excited for the next season
Mhm.
and to see how they kind of implement this, because this kind of era, there's a lot of stories you can tell during this time that haven't really been told on the big screen or on the little screen or whatever. Just been on, comics
Mm.
or like Legends or, EU stuff that's not like canon anymore. So now they're able to kind of create a story to tell like what happened when, he became Darth Vader
Mm.
and everything that happened before, New Hope started, and like how he kind of destroyed and wiped out all the Jedi. And, I really enjoy having Darth Maul a part of this because he has like a real vendetta against Darth Sidious. And now, it brings up like an actual beef between him and Darth Vader because,
Right.
he kind of feels
He should have been. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be Vader.
Wait, are we
he
talking
feels
about-
cast away about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
This talking about Real Madrid?
Oh,
I thought we were talking about Schumann Valverde. Talking about
Yeah.
what is his name? Perez.
Yeah.
Perez. He was like unlimited power and just fucking hoop somebody.
Right.
He didn't name the proper heir, bro. And at the end of the day, Palpatine is a fucking rat.
He's a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fucking rat, bro.
But
Emperor
he's a
Palpatine is the
powerful
biggest
rat.
rat he's ever ratted,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's great stories in this to be told, and the animation is
Oh, man.
sick.
Sick animation.
It's much better than like anything that I've watched recently.
Yeah.
I like.
Whoa,
I love.
whoa, whoa,
I love
whoa.
I love how they have the background like that, like canvas oil
Mhm.
painting type background. But then
Yeah.
when it's like up close, it's super high quality.
But then you
Like,
said you preferred Invincible's animation.
Whoa.
Invincible's animation.
Didn't you watch Jujutsu Kaisen recently?
So one at a time. Invincible's animation was ass. Invincible's animation stopped me from watching the show.
Ooh.
It was already too long. It was like 48
Yeah.
minute episodes, and the
And you're squinting.
animation quality. Yeah, I'm like, I could have drawn this. I could have hired someone on like Temu to fucking
Temu?
I don't know where you go and hire freelancers to make this type of animation for like $15 an hour.
And I,
take a shot.
yeah,
for
right
that
after
one?
that, yeah, right.
Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
tequila, whatever. Yeah, what's up?
Cut the
So
camera
this is our sponsor, Matiari. Anyways,
And bubbly.
yeah, bubbly. I don't know if we're allowed to do this, but anyway, we're doing it. And you're right about that. I think you're on season 2. You haven't started season 3 yet, right?
No,
Once you get to season 3, I think you'll be, a little bit more satisfied, and then season 4. But you're right. Where you're at right now, the animation's not good. They were able to, kind of carry themselves from how they ended season 1, but season 3 and season 4, I think, kind of holds his own a little bit.
sure.
Yeah.
On Jujutsu.
Yeah.
I mean, you said the anime studios like that.
Jujutsu?
Yeah, on Jujutsu.
Jujutsu Kaisen was crazy. They're Mappa. Mappa's they're different.
Aren't they like redoing Naruto?
Yeah. What do you have to say?
Jujutsu. So finished season 3, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
The last battle between the sword guy. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Yuta.
Yuta versus, you remember the other two?
I don't know their
It
names.
was the cannon hair.
Yeah, the
versus
cannon hair,
Like
yeah.
air wielder, space wielder girl.
Yeah, she's a girl who can manipulate space.
That was great animation.
Yeah.
That was very high quality animation. And I think it was the best fight throughout the show.
Yeah, that's one of the. I mean, it was straight action from the beginning. From the beginning of the show, they did their little cold opening, and then got right to it, and it was fighting from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
nonstop. And I really like how this character. We were talking about like how he likes to kind of parody things or like put like little Easter eggs, like how like his characters look like Sasuke, look like Naruto, and like. For example, there's a little Yu Yu Hakusho parody or Easter egg because one of the guys, that like guy who shoots through his hair, is kind of like two people from Yu Yu Hakusho mixed together. Because the ability that he has is kind of just shooting a gun out of his hair, and that's the spirit gun ability essentially.
Sure.
But and that's Yusuke. Yusuke.
And what show?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I have no idea what that is.
Dog, that is one of the shows. That is one of the foundations of anime. That is one of the shows that put on so many kids nowadays to anime because that's what was like on repeat on Adult Swim when you'd stay up late at night. That's the anime that was always on.
True.
Yeah, and it had a great, its plot was great, and it had a great tournament. It had the dark tournament, and that was a great end to the first season. If you've never seen it, maybe you got to check it out. If you had a chance, it's one of those ones. It was in the era of like Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z, and all that, and it was it's the one that kind of put me onto anime as well. So
yeah, but I would say that last fight in Jujutsu Kaisen was the best fight by far. And like I'm looking back at the fight in season 2 between Sukuna and
Mahoraga, the Shikigami, other. Yeah,
that fight, it was tight conceptually, but the animation was not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been better, but that one was so like they were going. I mean, this one they were kind of doing the same thing, but I mean, I can't really say much because it's just. I really enjoyed that season 2 fight between Sukuna and Mahoraga as well, but this season 3 fight was something different. It was on a different level.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it measures up to Naruto.
Yeah.
I just finished Naruto Shippuden, and it's very clean.
Yeah.
First time ever, bruh. So you're saying Mana is gonna redo some of those episodes? Was my question.
No.
I heard they were gonna like re-release some shit.
Maybe I haven't really heard too much about that yet because they're doing Boruto, and Boruto has actually gotten to a point I heard in the manga that it's been really good because there's a time skip. So Boruto starts off really good, but then it's kind of the manga still has been kind of doing its thing, but the anime is not there yet. And then the manga, everyone was waiting for the because it starts off with a moment that's like it starts off in the future, and we see something that happens, and we're like, yo, what happens? You should check it out if you finish it. At least watch the first episode just to see. Just see just watch the first episode and see if that is enough to get you to watch anymore, because it's just like an interesting concept on how they're going in the future. And they've gotten to a point where they have the time skip, and people are saying it's really good. What happened? So I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna watch it because, like I said, it's probably gonna take like 5 years for them to ever get there.
I don't know, man. You disrespect Rock Lee. You disrespect me. You miss me with all that shit, bro. You kidding me? Guy Sensei and Rock Lee are the cleanest characters in Naruto.
Yeah,
and they did them dirty 2 times.
Yeah, Rock Lee was one of my favorite characters of all time.
2 times, bro. So,
but
watch Mad Men.
Is there an anime you're thinking about watching after?
Yeah, I never finished Attack on Titan, so I got to a good spot. I understand what's going on. I just gotta see it through, bruv. Or Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. I still gotta watch.
True, Peaky Blinders.
I never finished that.
Yeah, getting off anime. Did you ever watch Beef?
No, not yet. No.
You finished the whole Beef season 2.
Can't spoil it unless he doesn't care.
No,
bro, you're sleeping.
If you guys want to go,
did you watch Beef season? I mean, did you enjoy Beef season 2 more than season 1?
No.
Or
get in your
season 1?
You guys can get in your bag for real. I'll watch this, but
there's more characters in season 2.
Yeah,
there's more
that doesn't mean it's
high
better.
Quality actors. The story I thought was better. I mean, I actually kind of barely remember season 1.
You kidding me, bro?
They just like almost hit each other in the parking lot, and then they want to ruin each other's careers or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole thing,
There's
right? So there's not much.
like hatefulness.
There's not much of a story in season 2. There's more of a story.
But there is though, bro, because if you look at season 1,
Season 1 was a little.
they were talking about how
a little deeper.
like disappointing and shit. That's when that like fucking like demon appeared. When that like random like 2-episode like stretch. You remember that, bro?
When
she was like a kid, and then she saw like her dad like cheating on her mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's like a whole character arc there you got to consider, where she was like she got traumatized from an event as a kid, and then leading up to like now, she's like, I will disappoint, and she's like, fuck it. And then she's also an artist, she's an interior decorator, married to like the son of the most famous like artist or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, why would you fuck this up?
Yeah.
Right.
She's like in the dream scenario, and she's choosing to do this shit outside Lowe's. Out of character, but that's who she is, bro.
That's what she is. She couldn't really. Yeah.
And then the other homie, he said like his parents got deported
Yeah.
for the motel.
Yeah.
So like there's like a lot of like depth into the character, but I see what
And
you're
why
saying.
they kind of were still like doing what they did, because it kind of like I feel like they at least felt themselves that they were at a point of, you know, what do they have to lose? They were all kind of at rock bottom in their eyes, even though it wasn't really. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen that.
Versus a non-plot season 2 breakdown is more so like, you know.
I did watch the first episode or the beginning of it.
Okay, so you can say like youth getting put in like a adult situation because she's expecting.
Yeah.
He's like, shit, like I gotta grind then.
Right.
And then what? The other fucks are what? They're managers of
The club or whatever.
club.
Who do you think the villain is?
season 2.
Season 2. I think it's
like season 1. There was no villain.
No,
really.
they're both villains.
No.
Actually.
Yeah, they're both
I would say
villains.
I would say it's the rich Korean woman, the old rich
She's
Korean
evil.
woman,
Yeah, no.
and the young girl. They're the most evil in all of it, I would say, because you could say what's his name, the Spanish dude.
Yeah,
he's in a Star Wars.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. He does fucked up stuff, but he has a redemption. He redeems himself at the end by turning himself in. They do not. The other ones do not have redemptions at all. They kind of keep going further. And
you're not saying she had a redemption arc too?
The young girl?
No, his wife, Oscar Isaac's wife.
What did she do? How did she redeem herself? I mean, I guess she would also.
She's
also not that bad of a person either. Yeah,
Nah,
she's not. She doesn't do anything that's too fucked up.
She was at that point. She was like, if it was not, damn, bro. We're both going to the fucking.
Yeah, it's kind of set up for them to be the villains of the story, but then it ends up being the younger couple, I think. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything for you.
I'll watch it.
So not to spoil. So would you be okay with your girl being the money earner?
Of course.
You'd be okay with being...
I'd be fine with that.
I'd be fine in the JP Morgan setup, bro.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with being a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah.
I'd be fine with
stay-at-home dad?
But like I'm remote from home.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
I'm
like,
working, motherfucker, but I'm also...
Not like you're at home taking care of the kids all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You kidding me?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I have my own bag, though. Like, I'm not just like, bro, I'll be doing something.
What would you be doing?
A streamer.
A streamer.
Soccer cleat reviews.
Yeah.
D&D
sell stuff. Yeah, D&D master.
You know?
True.
I'd be a memer. A
memer? Yeah, I guess that's your only option. I mean, you're going to be changing your underwears like for a long time.
Bro, it's a skill. Let's develop.
All right.
You're going to be
Can you change
chasing
an underwear,
rain.
Data?
I can change a diaper.
A diaper? What
I
the
just-
fuck?
I mean, yeah, diaper underwear am I talking about?
I can change one. I can
Con cuidado, bro.
I'd be a stay-at-home dad, but I would have to have like that side hustle.
Yeah.
That like I can't just take care of kids all day.
Yeah.
You could
and
be
not
like
be doing
export
anything
for Peruvian goods. You know?
I'd be down for that. But some people do not want to be. Some people have a serious problem with the woman earning more.
It's It is what it is, bro. Like,
what is it?
What is it?
bro, like nothing. I mean, you work hard towards something. You're studying. You're fucking. If you earn that money, you earn that money. Simple as that. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman.
No one wants to be doing nothing.
Right? Yeah. If you're doing
Especially
nothing, bro,
nowadays.
nah, bro, you gotta contribute, bro. What?
Maybe it was different
Back in the day.
Back in the day, but nowadays nobody wants to just be doing nothing
Yeah.
and getting driven crazy by kids.
But some people literally do not want their girl making more money than them.
yes, it is a an little ego thing,
like,
or
yeah.
it gets dangerous, but it does get dangerous. It does get it does get a dangerous territory. So I'm gonna let you guys answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think,
Depends.
Carlos?
I already answered, bro.
It
If she makes more than me, that's my queen right there, bro. What?
It depends on how you begin the relationship. Like if you attract your girl as like you're like this fucking baller who's making so much money, right? If that's the way of attracting women, then you're in an issue.
Yeah.
I don't think you're fucking attracting women at that point, bro.
Well, some people attract women. Like a lot of people attract women like that,
With
saying
just
like
money,
I'm a
yeah.
fucking baller, bro.
And
I
then
make
you get
so
fucking
much
mogged.
money.
You get income mogged.
Yeah, by her own
That's
girl.
fine. That's fine, bro.
I'd be okay with it.
I'd be
but-
straight with that. What?
Yeah.
I plan all the trips for the year, bro. Are you kidding me? I'd be in my bag,
I'd be
bro.
more bad.
Laundry, cooking. You kidding me? The kids, I'd be their coach for soccer, so that's no problem. What? I'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Oh man, goddamn.
I'm sure there's people who have real issues with that, but
Yeah. I'd
That's
be okay.
why the JP Morgan thing
Wait, yeah, what happened
is
there?
interesting.
What was that?
Yeah,
what was that scenario?
that JP Morgan thing is crazy.
So he got like hired at JP Morgan in 2024, and then a year in, he goes HR complaint, and then they're like, based off these claims, we don't think the litigation is worth this, and we also back our like employee completely, 100%. So we don't think she did this shit. We'll give you $1 million. Just piss off. Fucking wank off, bruv. Piss off. Bruv. I think that was the issue. Fucking. And then he's like, nah, I want 11 mil. Damn near 12 mil.
She was and this lady was this young lady was doing exactly what to this young man?
Yeah. What was she doing?
What was she doing
like-
exactly?
Not defamation of character, pero defamation sexually.
What was she?
She was like a dominatrix or some shit to him.
Yeah.
She was like, you're my little brown boy.
Oh my
And she was
goodness.
like, quote, she said this shit. She was like, I don't think you're like, fish, wife has cannons like these.
Damn.
And then he was just like, what the fuck? And she was like, I control your future. He's like, if you don't comply, then you're about to just fuck off to Wells Fargo branch on 355. But they're like investment bankers. So then she's literally like the director. She has all the bells and whistles of titles, certifications. And he's like, yeah, so she's made me her sex slave.
Wow.
Got it.
And now I'm suing her.
Wait, so she was like a dominatrix. She would torture this guy.
No, but she'd just be like more dominant. She'd be not dominatrix. My bad. That was blown out of proportion. It was just like more like she was imposing. She's like, I needed that.
She was using power dynamics to
Yes, sir.
Did he end up getting his money?
end up winning the lawsuit.
Did he get 11? Yeah. The
No,
invasion.
this is in progress.
It's
bro.
still in progress.
It's in progress because when he filed the HR report and said I wanted 11 mil, they actually fired him.
Fuck.
So then he was like, "Fuck that." He filed the suit like less than 30 days later. I think it was like 24.
Jeez Louise.
Damn.
But the thing is, he's using terms in his story
God.
like cannons.
I see what you
Cannons?
And I think that fumbled the bag. So when he refiled his lawsuit recently, I was like, oh yeah, like he was kind of like I was bullshitting. Nah, he doubled down, bro. He
Damn.
brought in a redacted like affidavit witness saying like they looked romantic together. And she was asking me to like join like this like it was a bunch of claims that like sorry, not Wells Fargo. Sorry, Wells Fargo, we're sponsored by. We actually love you.
Yeah, we love Wells Fargo.
I also love JP Morgan, you guys are excellent as well. Please consider me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all applied here.
Yeah, Chase.
It's like,
JP Morgan and Chase. Yeah, you guys.
nah, I'm the only one that can apply. Fuck y'all. And then, yeah, they found no corroboration of the claims.
Very
Damn.
And their
interesting.
So he's about to
investigation.
get no money.
Yeah, it's
This
over.
is literally like a legal battle because he's
It's a
either
wrap.
gonna be just rap, he's gonna be cap,
Yeah.
or it's gonna be like you're hit, you're burnt, bruh.
Yeah.
Which
He
is some
should've taken
other
the
claim.
million.
Should've
Bro.
taken a million.
They were saying he like lied about bereavement to like get some like PTO, and then he also lied about some other shit. So he's like, they say he's like janky.
Mm. Yeah, you can't be lying about bereavement.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he's definitely jank. I mean, he. How long did that happen for? How long did he play along,
For what?
being her little sex slave?
From the time his tenure there was actually a year, and a year to now. So it's 2024
So he
to
played.
25.
He played along
May.
for a year
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah.
That's actually not that long of a time.
Yeah.
He lied during bereavement within a year of being in the company.
Maybe it was to get
Not
away
too
from
bad.
that.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But the whole question
crazy.
is, in that scenario, I feel like we usually get that from the opposite sense. Yeah?
The man taking advantage.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the classic. That's what I'm watching in Mad Men right now, bro.
Oh, Mad Men's different
Bro,
story.
Mad Men, excellent show.
Which
Great
who
story.
takes advantage of who in Batman?
Men to women.
Everyone, really, right
And
now.
even women to men shit. It's just... it's a
There's
thing.
three.
It's like, it
it
shouldn't be
depends
a
on who
thing.
you're talking about. But all right.
I forgot really.
Oh, yeah,
Don
let's not
Draper
go-
now?
Yeah, yeah.
Draper does not take advantage of anyone in the office.
Not Peggy?
No. But the
Nah,
younger,
Peggy
the younger
approaches
ones,
him.
That's true.
like the juniors or whatever the hell.
Yeah, whatever his name is, the younger one. He's the one who's taking advantage. Yeah. But what were you
Right.
saying? What's the question?
Let me get my notes.
Mm. You got notes out here for y'all. All right? We're on the
Basically,
pip.
like, is there a difference when it's a woman to a man? And in that sense, like the gender and power, split
Mhm.
Yeah.
between that. Like when we see a woman with power, are they belittling a man like that? Or is it the other way? Like the man with all the power, he's like preying on the fucking.
Yeah.
I think they're one and the same fucking coin, bruv.
It's the
Yeah,
same
interesting.
situation.
When you get
so-
put with power, you do stupid ass shit, bruv, for no reason.
Oh,
about that?
yeah. So that's where
Anakin.
that's where your callback
That's
is
my
with
argument.
Anakin. So
It's
that's
just
what
like
you
too
kind
much
of
power is too
Yeah.
much.
So that's what you kind of brought up or that's what you brought up earlier when we were talking about our experience in general in jobs and our supervisors and the kind of the percentage of our supervisors who have been male or female, and we've mostly have female supervisors, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
And I'd actually prefer that.
You'd rather have a female supervisor?
I mean, yeah, I think just like even psychologically,
Hmm.
it's like I grew up with a mom and a sister
He's trying
most of the
to
time.
supervise.
I'm like-
supervisors.
I just, JP Morgan.
I don't
That's your
care
fish,
if
that's
it's
your
male
fish.
or
Nah.
female.
Yeah,
As
It
long as
doesn't
they're,
matter as long as
as
you're
I care most about is just them being chill.
exactly.
Exactly.
Just being chill
Yeah.
and not, no micromanaging.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
Yeah, but I mean that JP Morgan stuff's pretty crazy.
Are you saying the lawsuit would get settled a lot quicker if it was a male who was the boss?
I feel like that's the usual setup to get axed. And it is. I mean, I think it would get settled pronto, more so, unless they're
could-
doing like some crazy shit, like paying off X person to like get it like
Yeah.
washed. Psh.
Yeah.
You like paid the
I feel
right
like,
person, you
yeah.
have the right influence, but
The thing is, what I would say is like
Mhm.
it's funny. I'm sure this has happened
most
a
definitely.
lot, but we're only hearing it now when it's a woman who's the boss and a man who's the what do you call him? The sex slave.
This-
unreal.
But,
This lawsuit is
unreal
going to go
term.
down as
Yeah.
Rana versus the state. or,
Right,
like,
and it's
some
like
shit.
at a bank. I mean, we saw the Harvey Weinstein type shit, but that's
Oh
like
my
a
gosh,
very like prolific, like movie stars involved.
Bro, but I was just looking at it from the scope of like business, like America. Yeah.
I'm sure this happens
But
all
when
the
you look
time.
at Hollywood,
Fucking
Bruh,
Wolf
don't
of
even-
Wall
nah,
Street.
nah,
Wolf of Wall
Hollywood.
Street just exposed all of that stuff. Oh my bad.
damn. You see this Valverde fucking motherfucker? Shit. Why do you do that? It's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Why'd you just jab the shit out of him on his birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
Bruh.
No singing. That's not. I appreciate it.
Ah,
Appreciate y'all. Anyways. Episode
I mean-
episode 16 of the PIP. Episode 16 of the PIP. We're getting our bag. Anyways, this is Javi. This is Ducci. I'm Data. Anyways, yeah. Sorry. Continue.
How's it going?
How's it going?
But, yeah. But like I'm saying, this probably happens a lot. And the first case of this happening with a woman that we know of, it becomes this huge story.
Yeah.
It becomes this big deal. We saw it all over Instagram, Twitter, whatever you look at.
Because there's a stigma that's the other way around. That's usually what you see.
It's more shocking when it's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sexist.
Yeah.
We're just fucking sexist and racist.
Yeah. Sexist.
America.
And racist. Yeah. Like,
Who are we talking about? Oh, Europe.
Yeah. You're all right. Yeah.
What's good with Europe, bro? The European culture versus the American culture.
Let's go with Real Madrid, yo.
That's what I'm
wanna-
talking about, bro. Because you know what I heard?
What?
Some parents of the players on Real Madrid called Florentino Perez and said, "Yo, my kid's not playing. He's got to be in the coach's plans."
Oh, is that you think what happened? Chumani's parents called, and then Valverde heard about it, and it was like, "Yo, I heard you're trying to take my spot." And then they froze each other there in practice and fought and beefed.
And then slide tackled the shit out of him
Yeah.
many times.
And then he got a concussion, and then they got fined. Both got fined $1 million. Is that the
$1 million.
breakdown? No,
Shit.
to get collectively.
They both paid $500K, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Due to,
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot of bread. Yeah.
I feel like it's nothing to them.
Yeah, fuck
You
that.
said
Oh,
it's,
my bad.
Yo.
My bad. Fuck, shit.
So let me move this.
what is
But,
happening, bro?
Yeah. Madrid's in shambles right now.
Good.
They need Mourinho.
Love to see it. And it looks like they are going to get Mourinho, bro.
Yeah.
From what I saw with not Florentino Perez, bro. Fuck that guy. Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah. You're saying that Mourinho's open to it?
That he's close to the job, bro. And that's the kind of ego you need at Chelsea, to be honest.
That's what I thought, bro. But, it's looking like we're not going for that. Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso. I would love Xabi Alonso at Chelsea.
I'm not too sold on him. Maybe I didn't really pay attention to his
But
Leverkusen.
he won the Bundesliga with, who was it?
Leverkusen.
Bayern never losing.
Yeah,
he didn't really lose.
Right. Bayern had won the Bundesliga for the last 100 years, and then here comes Leverkusen with Xabi Alonso.
But why didn't it work with Real Madrid?
Because they gave him 3 months. They gave him half a second to figure out how to manage this team, and then they kicked him out. I think that was a Real Madrid fumble rather than a Xabi Alonso fumble.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think that's very interesting. I feel like Blueco is kind of similar to that ownership style where they don't really give a lot of leeway to somebody who kind of wants to settle in and do stuff. I feel like that's what we kind of need right now. Xabi, maybe I'm not too sold on him, maybe because I haven't seen enough of him yet. And maybe they're looking for someone else for English Premier Soccer. What I personally think they're looking at right now is either Marco Silva for Fulham, the dude from Bournemouth.
Iraola.
Yeah, or I'm not sure who's the other guy, or maybe Frank Lampard. I personally think it's Frank Lampard's time
I think I would give him 1 more year.
for him.
1 more year in the Premier.
But he's had his chance. He's done his due diligence.
With
I think he
Coventry?
should get that year with Coventry. But he's had his time at Chelsea, at Everton during really bad moments, and now he's had his good moment, and now he should be afforded his time to kind of settle in, because we're kind of missing an identity, and I feel like he was there when we had a very clear identity. And, if anything, he can kind of bring that back. Maybe he won't be the best coach initially for the players that we have there right now, but I think he can develop an identity there. And I agree. He needs to get his time with Coventry at
I
least.
just don't want to make the same mistake of it being too early again.
That's why my shout would be Felipe Luis.
You think
Coach
so?
Flamengo for X amount of
For
time.
Chelsea?
Bro, what? He actually had South America CONMEBOL like experience. What?
I'm more of like it's got to be someone who's had a good Premier League experience.
Yeah.
I don't mind Xabi Alonso for a
Mhm.
couple of years. I would love to see Luis Enrique.
At Chelsea?
At
He's already
Chelsea.
had his
No,
chance,
bro.
and he didn't get.
He didn't go. He's
Nah,
never
bro.
been. He's never been a coach in the Premier.
No, he's never been a coach, but he interviewed for the coaching position, and we didn't accept him.
Well,
They said he came with a whole PowerPoint, and Blueco's not a
but
smart.
look at him now.
I know, but
Back-to-back Champions Leagues.
we're never gonna get after. Imagine denying someone that, and then because that was after his Barcelona stint, right? And then he was a free agent before he
Well,
went to
I think
PSG.
Chelsea fumbled it
Yeah,
because I mean, yeah.
But it's just-
look at him now.
yeah. That's a
I wouldn't want Lampard until 4 years from now.
what?
Damn.
What do you mean? What kind of? I'm confused. Yeah, what do you? Why, 4 years?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? He's coached multiple teams in the Premier League, been an interim manager, been a caretaker manager, and he's literally taken a team from the Championship into promotion into the Premier
Let's
League.
see how they do.
No, but they're not gonna do that great because they're not gonna be able to compete with some of the
I don't think
players.
that's true.
If they just stay
Uh-huh.
up, that would be an accomplishment.
Yeah, of course, but their odds to stay up are low, and I don't think they're whether they stay up or not can kind of determine whether he should be. I think he kinda earned-
I
Hold on,
want
hold on,
whenever
hold on, hold on,
Lampard
hold on.
Lampard
Asterisk. Sunderland just did that this season.
Yeah,
Why can't Coventry with a good coach like that? You're getting 175 million for ascending into the Premier League.
well, yeah, definitely depends on who they end up getting and putting on the team. Sunderland did a great job with that. Like for example, getting Xhaka was a very big part in I think developing a good team. If they get the right players, I think Frank Lampard's a great coach for them, and I think he's done his time because it's been a very long time since last time he had he was in the Premier League. He kind of did his time, in the Championship and whatever like that. So I think 4 years is a stretch. I think he
It's
should
not
get a
that
year or
long.
two, but because I don't have high hopes on Coventry kind of staying up, or it could work, but like we said, the Premier League has gotten a lot better in the last couple of years. More competitive.
Lampard is going to be back at Chelsea at some point.
Mm.
The thing is, the more time you give him, the more likely he is to succeed.
Interesting.
So I think 4 years is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to rush it.
But what is going to change in the 4 years that you think would?
He's just going to have more experience. He's going to be. I mean, who else has he? You said he coached several teams in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
Everton, and then he coached Coventry, Rangers, and
Derby,
then
no?
Derby, in the Championship.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he needs. I don't want him right now. I want him eventually.
Like he has more experience than Xavi Alonso as a coach.
He does.
But
Xavi Alonso had a better team, and he's in Europe.
But I'm not that emotionally attached to Xavi Alonso.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The reason for Lampard, I think, is less about his coaching ability and more about instilling a culture there. And I feel like that needs to happen sooner than later. And I don't think maybe another Premier League coach can do that. Marco Silva's done well. The Bournemouth coach has been impressive. Because they're going to possibly be in the Champions League next year because of them. And Bournemouth has lost Semenyo. They've lost Kirkies. They've lost a lot of their best players. And they're right now competing. So,
But from what I
We'll
saw,
see, man.
Iraola wanted to do like a lateral move. He
Oh,
wanted to go to like
that's his name, Iraola, yeah.
Fulham, or he wanted to go to oh no, he wanted to go to Crystal Palace.
I mean, because he knows if he goes to a big club and he doesn't perform well in the first couple of years, he's not going to have a job. So
And it's interesting with Crystal Palace because they just entered the Conference League final. So
That's
it's
true.
like, if I pick up this team, they're going to get money.
Mhm.
We could build the team, bro. They already got like Mateta money about to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like Mateta might go to Juventus.
So there's
But-
a question you asked
Mm-hmm.
while we're meeting.
Want me to
and,
ask it?
I was going to ask him, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So if you guys had to pick three players this next transfer window for your team,
Mm.
who would it be? Should we do Man U, Chelsea, Barcelona, or do you want to take Barcelona?
No, you do Barcelona.
All right.
Okay.
But I also have a say for Barcelona.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Data. Go ahead.
Okay, so for Chelsea, oh man, I should have. I kind of got. I didn't really think too much about this, but in the transfer window this summer, oh man, one of the players, Harry Wilson. I would like to have him on the left wing. I think he's done well at Fulham. You know, he's kind of shown he's really like a big time player, and he's kind of done his thing in the Premier League. So I would I'll take a flyer on him for sure. I don't think we're going to do it because, he's not like 18, 20, 21 or something like that. But like Jamie Giddens, he's nowhere to be found. Garnacho is going to be at River Plate. Anyway, so that's one of the players. I don't know who else. We got to get a striker, one more. And I guess this is who I'm going to say, and it's not really a transfer signing, but I'm going to say Nicholas Jackson. Coming back from his loan at Bayern. He is,
Never thought I'd see the day.
he would be the perfect player. He's the reason Palmer was in his bag so much in the last couple of years. He helped unlock Palmer and get Palmer into certain places, and he had a certain connection with him. Without Nicholas Jackson, Palmer hasn't been the same.
True.
And, he's gotten his couple injuries here and there, but Nicholas Jackson, I think, can, bring her back. And then he also brings back competitive spirit. There's a couple, bad scenes here and there with, Madueke and him, complaining about who's going to get the penalty. But, that kind of competition is always good at a young team. And we were kind of getting there before everything went to shit with Maresca leaving. But, yeah, other than that, I don't really.
Who's your number 3?
My number 3, that's a good question.
I think number 3 was just the importance of getting Garnacho out.
Get Garnacho out. Get him out of there.
Out,
we will play without a left wing if we have to. But maybe we can get, maybe not a signing, but get Lavia healthy and going. He's a very key piece in our team. I still believe that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good answer, man.
I would put Bernardo Silva as your number 3.
Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
He's going to MLS, bro.
Whoa.
I would give him a year or two at Chelsea before sending him to the U.S.
Where you put him in?
That's just my opinion.
You put him in CDM?
I would replace either Enzo or
Enzo's
Palmer
probably
with
going.
him. I would make them compete against him and just.
Because he's still so clean. Bro.
Either they drown or
Yeah.
swim.
Yeah, I do like Bernardo Silva too.
So for Barcelona, Harry Kane, another old striker, but
Harry
he is
Kane.
class.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with he's the best. I think he's
Interesting.
the best striker right now over Holland. Holland will finish for you, but Holland on the ball is straight doo doo.
He's
Mm.
buns,
I
man.
hate how Holland plays on the ball. He's not. Like, if this was like the early 2000s, Holland would not be in the top 10 strikers in the world. He would not be. There was like comparing him to like a Van Persie and like Shevchenko and
Rooney and all these motherfuckers.
who was
Drogba.
Manu? Who was
Van
Van
Nistelrooy.
Van
yeah.
Nistelrooy? Comparing him to these players, he's nothing. So Harry Kane, I would
Jesus
take
Christ.
Harry Kane.
Is that a good take? I don't know, bro.
We'll see.
You know, Erling Haaland, bro. I don't know.
That's a tough
I
one.
wouldn't take
The
Erling Haaland.
cyborg.
No, I wouldn't take him. He has work to be done.
He's a finisher,
Yeah.
but there's
Poacher.
yeah, he's definitely poacher, bro.
I would take Barcola because he wants to leave PSG. He's not getting the minutes, and
Yeah, those are good
he's
players.
of high potential. So it's kind of like the opposite of Harry Kane. With Harry Kane, you're getting a good striker. With Barcola, you're getting someone who's still young, very talented, but since he's young, he's inconsistent. But he has very high potential. So it kind of balances, and it also keeps the competitive spirit up in Barcelona. Everyone's playing for that spot.
Damn. If I was able to pick a third person, I'd probably pick Dembele if Palmer went to
Dembele,
Manchester United.
Sure, but he's not. I don't think he's gonna leave PSG anytime
leaving,
soon.
There's
bro.
no way he's leaving. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He
his
literally
hometown team.
just learned the algorithm to win the Ballon d'Or at
Right.
PSG.
Yeah.
And he has to play like 30% of the games.
Did he win the last Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
That's right.
So he
Yeah.
might win that back to back. That's my shot for that.
Yeah. So what do you think about?
So Hurricane, Barcola,
Mhm.
and Bastoni. I would put Bastoni in there.
Bastoni.
Just another solid piece on defense.
Where's
That's what
Bastoni?
Barcelona.
Who does he play for?
Inter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I would pick. But yeah,
At
Okay,
Unite,
okay.
bro.
at Unite.
At Unite, I'm selling a couple players, bro.
Mm.
Honestly, oh damn, I love Martinez, but the problem with teams right now is that they're not. Sometimes they don't sell at the opportune moment, bro.
The
To get
right
a bag
time to
for a
sell,
player,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I like Martinez too much. We could get a good bag for him from Barcelona or some crazy shit,
Mm.
bro. Martinez at Barcelona could actually cook, but
I'm gonna have to do it without this.
damn.
Damn. Toss that.
Nah, I'd go Osimhen. I'd go Osimhen at Man United.
Mm.
I'd go Senesi from Bournemouth United. And then I'd go Carlos Baleba, or I'd go
Good picks. Good picks.
Anderson from Nottingham, bruv, or whatever the fuck his name is,
Anderson, yeah.
or Walton.
Walton.
But either way, Mainu, we're building the team around Mainu, so fuck everyone else. Bro. And if any of those midfield options don't work, that's all right. We need a new left back. We're going Hincapié at Arsenal. We're giving the
Damn.
low knee a fucking contract.
Mm.
El escudo ecuatoriano, bro.
Is he on
Pacho.
loan?
He's on loan at Arsenal, and now it's the
Wow.
first time ever that two Ecuadorians were in the fucking Champions League final.
Oh, interesting.
Arsenal v PSG, because Pacho.
Pacho, yeah.
Bruh, he would be a clean pickup, bruh.
Mm.
He's a very clean center back. But
Those are good
Sure.
picks.
y'all got Chabala.
Chabala.
He's
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
So I'd say Hincapié. I'd go fucking Osimhen. And I'd go fucking Senesi from Bournemouth for center back, bruv.
Okay.
So damn, we should be the scouters for these teams.
Honestly,
I think we've all
yeah.
been set pretty good lists.
Yeah.
Why don't these scouters just make it happen?
They just not like us.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do
Yeah.
what we do.
So is Arsenal? At first it seemed like Arsenal's going to bottle it. Now it seems like they're not going to bottle it. Final bets.
No,
Well,
they're winning it.
They're winning it.
so yeah, Manchester City has to win all four, and then
Well, it depends on what
Arsenal.
Arsenal does too.
yeah, there's Arsenal can if Arsenal loses one, it's over.
Tomorrow's a big
Arsenal
game.
ties one, it's over.
Tomorrow's a big game.
It's
West
very
Ham
big.
is
I really
fighting-
want West Ham to stay up.
I
West Ham
really
is
want
fighting
them.
to stay up. Arsenal's fighting to win everything.
Yeah,
And you know who's the bigger club out of them both?
West Ham,
yeah.
West Ham's fucking massive, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking.
bro, like Arsenal.
West End.
I want to Arsenal to win.
Yeah,
don't
I
ever
want to
that.
support Arsenal.
same.
Arsenal is like the
never want.
nerdy kid who's been trying hard for so long to win something, but the bully keeps like fucking winning over him. The bully being Man City. Arsenal's like the little fucking nerdy kid that you want to support, but the thing is, they think they're better than everyone else. It's like a nerdy kid who thinks they're better than everyone else, and they think they play such great soccer. They're like peak soccer.
What, and then
Yeah.
the Esau kid in soccer class like bodies the shit out of you and busts a move, and you're like, oh, bruh, that's the origin story, bruh. That's the origin story.
But you see like these videos of like Arsenal fans getting interviewed, and it's like, would you choose? It's like who would you choose as striker or something like that, or like who's the best winger of all time? And they always choose Saka. Yeah.
That's the
Saka
thing.
hasn't
with
even had a
Arsenal,
hat trick in the Premier League. Bernat had a hat trick before Saka, so I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing there. But,
My thing was like back when Barca was like tough, Arsenal was like a crazy like team to watch. Like they're moving ball, they were playing.
Mm.
But then I don't know, like what it's developed into. I don't really like see them as the same Arsenal, bro. Because you would have like
Yeah.
Theo Walcott, you'd have fucking like, I mean Arteta was there,
Catch
but you had some
Fabregas.
clean players on the pitch with like Wenger,
Yeah.
and now it's like it's evolved into something else.
Mhm.
I don't really see that in their DNA, bruv.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. I used to say they were the Barca of fucking Premier League.
Ew.
Because they would actually touch the ball like that.
Yeah.
They sold their soul.
Pause. Yeah. A round ball.
Man, all I know is, Man City needs to win it all. Arsenal needs to tie one maybe against West Ham. I think we play Arsenal again. Or I'm tripping. We play Tottenham. But Tottenham's gonna be dangerous.
I want them to get relegated. It's time for them to go.
Yeah. I don't really
Game
feel
up
any
there.
way about Tottenham. There's certain teams I just don't feel anything for.
How about Leeds?
Well, Tyler Adams is on there, so I guess I want him to do well.
Exactly, bro.
Tottenham, I want to see them get relegated just to see what it kind of is like and what happens exactly when a big team like that gets relegated,
Yeah.
and to see if they, what if they don't, get promoted immediately. That'll be one of the craziest things, but we'll see. For example, Leicester got relegated into the 3rd division,
Yeah.
so who knows if we'll ever see them again.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liverpool,
What's your problem with Liverpool?
despicable, bro. From the Scouts homies, it's Slot out, bruv.
You think
Slot
so?
can go coach Mines.
He won the
wouldn't
league
even
last
mind like that
year.
shit. I
He
would
won the
actually-
league last year, and he's getting to the Champions League this year.
But if you look at the quality of ball, bruh, not just what's on paper, he tarnished Salah's legacy.
I feel like Salah was bound to tarnish his own legacy
Damn.
because he was always. I mean, as a attacking player, the recommendation is to be selfish, but he might have taken it too far.
I think he earned it. I mean,
Yeah.
Meds got a statue outside Anfield.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then it's that saying like either you retire early or you live long enough to become a villain.
You're saying leave the football before the football leaves you?
Right, something like that.
Damn.
It's
I
like
think he got football though.
But he's getting old. He's getting old. How old is he now?
He's unk.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, and with the grand scheme of thing, I guess he's not that old. But for soccer, he's old.
Yeah.
For soccer, he's like in his 30s, and he's playing as a winger.
At Liverpool.
Probably the most.
the
Yeah.
EPL. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Clubs, you gotta let go of players at their prime. Not their prime, but when they're still good. Money that can come in. So that's why I think Fernandez needs to go. So this motherfucker's gonna fall in everybody's favorite assister, best cam of all time, Bruno Fernandes. He's breaking the record this season. Watch.
He's good, bro.
Watch.
He's real nice. He's got 3 more games? Man, Premier League stuff. But Chelsea got the FA Cup final coming up. That's our last chance to show the world that we have some decency. But other than that, Blue Co out. That's how I feel right now.
Blue Co out.
Blue Co out. We don't have a coach yet. We have a couple games left. Ain't nothing going on, but Blue Co out.
What about
Anyways,
the Michael Jackson movie? Is that out?
Tell us.
This is the
It's
AMC
us.
A-list double feature here at the PIP.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
a
AMC, for
feature.
sponsoring this segment.
Yeah.
This is which movie have you seen in theaters recently?
Yeah, there we go.
Last movie I watched
Thanks,
was.
AMC, for sponsoring us,
Thank you,
by the
AMC
way.
A-list.
What was the last movie I watched? What did I watch?
Yeah, what did
The
you
fuck
watch,
did I
man?
watch?
I watched,
Oh, the same movie you guys watched. Project Hail Mary. We already talked about that.
oh, that's right. We
Oh.
did talk about Project Hail
Yeah.
Mary. We are planning to go see Mandalorian and Grogu soon for a little film club thing.
Mhm.
Join the film club, by the way. We just have our grand restart. And we're trying to see Mandalorian and Grogu, which I think, based on watching the mall already, I have a newfound, expectation for it. I think it's actually going to be a great movie based on what I saw in Maul recently. And I know Maul is an animated, thing going on, but it's still Dave Filoni, so I got good hopes going for it. But yeah,
But it is a Kathleen Kennedy production.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Really.
But you did watch. What was it? What is the latest movie you watched?
Michael, my bad.
Michael.
Oh, Michael.
My
Yeah.
niece said film of the year, so that's why I had to give, that's why I had to
Whoa.
rate it on Letterboxd.
That's what he did.
I was like,
yeah.
here's my Letterboxd.
Mm.
I was like, I don't
What
care
did you
what
give it?
anyone
Wait,
says.
what did you give it on Letterboxd?
I haven't even done it yet
What would you give it?
because
if-
I've
out
been
of
will you
working
five?
give it?
overtime.
What would you give it out of 5?
The Michael movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'd give that junk like a 3.8. I'd give that like 4.
Really?
Bro, I feel like it showed enough
4.
like to like any type of generation to like
4 is like an 8 out of 10.
honor him. I mean,
4 is a high quality movie.
Yeah.
I'm generous, bro, but I'm saying like from what the estate allowed them to use in the Michael movie,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they did enough. They took you across enough like generations of early Michael music
Yeah.
to like really like show his like inspiration behind the songs and stuff. All right. 3.5. 3.5. 3.5.
Interesting.
Probably closer to a 3.
3.5. It's movie of the year. I can't kill her dreams. Bro.
Sure.
Come on.
Interesting.
But like it showed abusive, Joe Jackson. It showed Motown Records
Motown.
like getting him, and then him kind of being like a almost like fatherly figure. I don't know how accurate that is.
Mm.
And then him going out to Cali and all this stuff. But as a kid, jumping through like you went from the Jackson like 5 like debut album all the way to like Bad, and that's where like the movie ends. That's the time span.
Okay.
I think you get into like the early like 90s.
So nothing
Yeah.
super controversial.
No, none of the
Just the
controversial stuff.
Parent abuse, bro.
Yeah.
parent
The child
just that
abuse, my
stuff,
bad.
Yeah.
The child beating up the parent.
Yeah.
Parent abuse.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you guys didn't watch it.
No.
Nah, I'm not a biopic guy really, so I can't see myself ended up going to theaters to watch it. But if it's if it's playing on TV one day, maybe I'll tune it on. I'll turn it on. But
Parent
not right.
abuse. But he turned him into a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. That's Project Mbappe.
How bad? Yeah. How bad was the parent? Like he hit him. Like
Pro-
you didn't hit the snow right. Pow.
He beat the shit out of them, bro. Like
Damn.
they would come back from an event, and the mom would be like, "All right, kids, like it's time to go to bed. You got school tomorrow." He's like, "Hold up, slow down." He's like, "We got to go over a couple of things from the show."
You didn't hit that Eno correctly.
Dead ass.
yeah.
Picked them up by the scruff of their shit and literally just like dale.
Damn.
Jeez.
And he's a big motherfucker, bro. He's basically
Yeah.
you're basically fighting Tombstone from Spider-Man. Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
next up is Hokum for me, and then I'll watch Mandalorian. Hokum, the guy from Severance, with him, Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
He's in a horror movie about some evil ass shit, and he's a fucking journalist or some shit, and he has writer's block. That's the premise, I believe.
Mm,
Then he farts, and then Severance season 4 enters.
interesting.
True.
He was just severed at the moment.
Yeah.
How about y'all?
I'm
Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm like I said, we're trying to plan to see Mandalorian, but other than that, I'm not really I don't think there's really anything else in May I'm really going to look at really. I think Backrooms releases in what,
Gotta
like
watch that.
a week and a half, 2 weeks. I might go see that. But other than that, that's what I'm really trying to see, Mandalorian.
I'm excited for Backrooms, and then I'm
Mm.
pretty sure I'm gonna check out Mortal Kombat as well,
Okay.
because Mortal Kombat 1 really wasn't all that shit. Okay,
I haven't heard great things about this one, but
it's better than what the fuck they gave us in the 90s. All right, if you look at the movie, all right, 90s one
Yeah.
was tough, but like, so Mortal Kombat 2, you introduce fucking Jade, like Jax's daughter, and like all this other stuff. So yeah, you got Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
Yep.
There's a 90s Mortal Kombat
Mhm.
movie.
Or like
Yeah.
80s, my bad, 80s, whatever.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Damn. But imagine if you were in the 80s watching this movie.
It would be
Mhm.
tough.
See, you're seeing this movie with your 2020s eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 80s, 90s, it'd be sick. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
You got like Goro out here with like 4 arms.
Mm.
He just picks somebody up and went, and they're probably like, "Yeah, it's fucking sick, Goro. Yeah."
Yeah, I mean, those kind of movies sometimes can get a little too cheesy. It's tough for them to make a good movie sometimes with it, but if it's exciting, if it's fun, it should be worth going to the theaters to watch.
Right.
But I'm not gonna be too critical about Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter is gonna be a whole different kind of story. I hope that's kind of good, but I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like they might do too much with it.
But Street Fighter, I feel like it's a little bit, it's a little bit less, fantastical than Mortal Kombat in a way, where like it's kind of there's a lot more humans in a sense, maybe I don't know. Or well, kind
Or
of
you
Mortal
could like make
Kombat's
a ball of chi and then launch it at somebody.
Yeah, but it's not like Mortal Kombat. They have like Scorpion in them who are like undead, like like interdimensional like ninjas. Yeah, but
Sure.
I mean they just have such a crazy cast in Street Fighter, so I don't know. That one's gonna be a hard one to hit. Hit perfectly. And not really like ruffle feathers with a lot of people because 50 Cent looks crazy. Yeah, but
Didn't they use this song in the trailer?
I don't know if they use the song. Yeah,
A stamp.
yeah. Anyways, yo, we've been
What, you
I
talking.
said
think we're
NBA?
think we're hitting our limit on the free episode.
You
Yeah, of
think so,
course.
man? Yeah.
It's been an hour and it's been an hour and 10.
Yeah, I'm trying to take another shot, man.
All right.
I'm on. And we got a lot of very cool stuff to talk about on the Patreon. Maybe we can,
Are
give them
you
a little
interested in fucking what are we talking about?
What,
Racism,
racism
politics,
and politics. That's not what I
aliens?
have.
aliens are taking over the world.
Oh yeah,
Trump
actually
is,
yes, I do have racism and politics. Racism and politics.
Subscribe to the Patreon
Subscribe to the
episode.
PIP.
Yeah, subscribe to the PIP, the Patreon. Subscribe to our YouTube, our Spotify. Our Indeed, our.
Is there a racial war going on in your neighborhood?
Okay, now we gotta hurry up and then this before it gets crazy. Yes.
Subscribe to our Patreon to
Or bleeping
figure
all
out how to
this.
deal with this.
Yeah, we can deal with the racial war in your neighborhood. We'll
Is
pip
there
it
a
out.
Somali.
He's getting into Somalian race wars.
Is there a Somalian childcare that looks kind of sketchy in your
Oh, my
neighborhood?
goodness. Anyways, guys.
Subscribe
episode-
to our
You can call him.
Patreon if
Yeah,
you
call
We're
us.
not, we're not involved in that.
Yeah.
are Ecuadorians selling guinea pigs at the corner of your street.
Wow,
Jeez.
that's a given.
Yeah, that's a.
I love it.
that was just too
Subscribe to
close.
our Patreon if you want to figure out what that's all about.
Yeah, if you
All right.
want to figure out what
Tornado.
that's about. All right, guys. Yeah,
Con
subscribe to
papas,
our
con
Patreon.
yuca.
Yeah, yuca, papas. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys next time. If you really want to know what's good and what's interesting and what you need to improve on, you'll subscribe. But if not, do what you think. Do what you want. No, but seriously, subscribe. We'll tell you stuff about the film club. 2 movies we got right now is This Thing On and Kids so far. But I think we've had, there's going to be some conversation about Kids because of the accessibility
Mm-hmm.
to watching it. But anyways, you'll hear more about that on the Discord and the Patreon if you subscribe. But anyways, episode 16. This is Ducci. This is Javi. I'm Data. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you, guys.